PK in the universe here. Okay, so we have the sketchiest Domino's pizza I've ever seen. Good lord, fucking ghetto here. Look at this. Alright, so we're back in the games room, and I got a few pickups here to show you guys. You know, it's funny. I've been going on about, you know, the state of the economy, and we're in a financial crisis at the moment here. The whole world is reeling from the cost of living, and gas prices keep going up, and all the rest of it. And here I am, Mr. Hypocrite, go out and pick up a bunch of games. So, yeah, I was on a little bit of a road trip there for a couple of days in Kingston. I almost went up to Belleville because there's a game store up there that is like really good. They have everything. And they do have, at least the last time I was there a couple of months ago, they had a complete in box, a copy of Outrun for the Sega Genesis. Mind you, it was expensive. It was almost $100. I was thinking about picking it up just for the hell of it, but I didn't venture that far into Ontario. I'm in Ontario, but I didn't venture that far down the 401. I guess I should say it like that. So let me just show you first and foremost the CDs I picked up. So I picked up Metallica, Master of Puppets. Obviously, I've heard this album before, but I've never owned it. I've always been on the hunt for a physical copy, and for whatever reason I was never able to find. Look at me just fucking trashing the CD here. Oh my god, I was never able to find a physical copy. So there we have it, Master of Puppets. I did listen to it. Really good album. Obviously, some would say it's probably Metallica's best album, so it's up for debate. And then I picked up Down. If you have not heard this album, it's really good. Nola. So this is Phil Anselmo, lead singer of Pantera. He went off and did his own side project in the mid-90s. This album, I think, is from 95. And this is really good. Really good. Pepper Keenan on bass, I think. Rex Brown is in the band as well. This is more of Pantera, more melodic. But Phil's voice is on point in this album. Really good. Stone the Crow is the big song from this album. But yeah, I couldn't believe I found this at the thrift store. Awesome. I actually saw Down live in concert in and around 2009 when they were on tour promoting their Over the Under album. I think that's what it was called. Really good album. It was a really good concert. I saw them in Montreal at the Metropolis. It was awesome on Halloween night. So yeah, ta-da! Speaking of Phil Anselmo, I picked up the Best of Pantera. Now, I actually already had this copy. I bought this the day it came out. Well, when it came out, excuse me. Whenever that was, 99, 2000. And this is actually like a greatest hits CD that comes with a DVD. And the reason why I picked this up is because my copy is all fucking beat up to shit. Not so much the disc, but the dust cover. So I was shocked to see this at the thrift store, so I picked it up. Unbeknownst to me, cheesy disc cover here. Only the Far Beyond the Greatest Southern Cowboys Vulgar Hits DVD is in here, not the CD. But I already have the CD, so I'll put my CD in here, and I'll have a nice mint copy of this, and I'll just get rid of my other copy. But yeah, cool to have that. 150 spectacular sound effects. Gonna start using this on the channel soon, ladies and gentlemen. Keep an eye out for that. New laugh tracks. The best of Alice Cooper. Yeah, you heard a little bit of that at the beginning of the video. Love Alice Cooper. I saw him live in concert way back around 2001. I actually saw Metallica in concert as well, twice. Another Metallica album I've never owned, and I picked it up. 2-disc Garage Inc. Had to listen to it in the car. It is really good album. Surprised I've never owned it. Yeah. So when you see these types of CDs at the thrift store, you just gotta pick them up. And it's funny because I'm not like the biggest Metallica fan. I was back in the day, but then the more I got into GNR, the more I like GNR more than Metallica. Not to say that they're obviously similar, because they're not, but it's just sort of the way my musical palette went. And then I discovered Megadeth, and I like Megadeth more than Metallica. But I've never seen Megadeth in concert, just the stars never aligned. But I do like Metallica. I just remember the Load album was really popular when I was growing up. I can remember listening to that in my dad's car on the way to hockey. And after that, this just sort of fizzled out. Their later albums, I just didn't really resonate with me. And I picked up. I'll never be able to afford a Lamborghini, but at least I can smell like one. Lamborghini cologne, ladies and gentlemen. There'll be a CG cologne review on the channel next week. We'll spray a bit of this on, and we'll go out in the general public, and we'll see what the ladies think. Okay, so getting on with the pickups here, and I got a couple of funny stories about that. So, what do we have here? The first store I went to, Chumley's in Kingston, they had this the last time I was there a couple of months ago, and I eyeballed it, and I put it back, and I should have just picked it up. It was $15, so I picked it up this time around, and that's Roll Cage Stage 2 for the PS1. So I was able to put on this game last night and give it a go. So this was a Psygnosis game, and it actually does play a lot like Wipeout, to be honest with you. It does. It is pretty cool. When I first started playing it, I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Why can't I control my car? But I realized this doesn't work with the analog sticks. That's how old this game is. You have to use the D-pad to control your vehicle. But it is cool. It's hard as fuck, but it's a really cool game. I'll do a CG Let's Play video on this, hopefully within the next few weeks. But yeah, no, I don't regret picking this up at all. $15, hell yeah. PS1, hell yeah. It's a fast game. It looks really good. It controls good. The music is awesome in it. So now I finally picked this one up. MJR has been going on about this like it's the second coming of Christ. I finally found it, ladies and gentlemen. It took me, God, I don't know how many years. 7 years to find this game. There it is. Splashdown. Rides Gone Wild. There it is. Yup. So, funny thing, I paid $14.99 for this. I got the disc in my PS2 at the moment. I was playing this last night. The funny thing is I've never been able to find this game, and then here it is. I finally found it, and then later on we'll get to it later. But I found it again for $10 after I paid $15 for it. But what do I think of it? I mean, it is cool. I mean, you're racing around in like it's tropical weather, and then the next thing you know, the screen like flashes like lightning, and then next thing you know, you're in the middle of a storm. But I don't know. Would I say this is as good as Wave Race 64? I think Wave Race 64 would be the gold standard as far as jet ski racing is concerned. This is okay. The thing is too is with most, if not all, PS2 games, when you play these games nowadays, it looks like when you're playing it on a TV. What am I trying to say here? Maybe this is the best way to say it. If you're playing a PS2 on a plasma TV or anything but a CRT, the game looks like it's smeared with Vaseline, the picture quality. And it's no more apparent than when you're playing Splashdown Rides Gone Wild. It's not, the quality of the picture is not the great. I'm fine with it, whatever. But that was like a PS2 issue. Because when you go back and look at it, even the Dreamcast had a sharper picture quality over the PS2. So I don't know what the fuck the deal is with the PS2, but it's never had good video quality. And it's my understanding, even if you upscale a PS2, it's not much better, to be honest with you. It's an issue. It's an issue with the PS2. It is. So yeah, Splashdown Rides Gone Wild. Finally found it. It's all right. It's not the greatest game in the world, but it's not the worst either. And I'm happy to have it in the collection. I haven't played it enough to really form a proper opinion on it, I guess. But yeah, there it is. Now, these next 3 games, I paid $30 for 2 of them and $35 for 1 of them. So these are heavy hitters I haven't been able to find in the wild. You buy them online, you're going to pay the same, if not more, plus shipping and handling. So I just pulled the trigger on them. Yeah, I just pulled the trigger on them because I want them and I want to get them out of the way. So the first one is the House of the Dead. Overkill. Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Wii exclusive. I first heard about this game on Retro Rob's channel. It's not complete in box, but obviously the disc is there. So, yeah. Light gun game on rails. Finally have it in the collection. And then a lot of people don't know this, and I found this out through Retro Rob's channel as well. The House of the Dead 2 and 3 Return is also available on the Nintendo Wii. So there you have it. These games are hard to find. This one was CIB. So the next thing I'm going to do, there is a light gun you can get on Amazon. And it looks like a Desert Eagle for the Nintendo Wii. So I'd like to pick that up and then give these games a go. I finally picked up Dead Space Extraction. Exclusive to the Nintendo Wii. As I lose my voice. Another light gun game. Finally. I was getting tired of looking for this. Didn't have a problem paying $35 for it. I really wanted it. This is a very special game and I can't wait to play it. Dead Space Extraction. Now, when I was shopping at Value Village, I picked up a couple of GBA games. This one's like the most common GBA game. I see it everywhere. I don't know why that is. But I paid $3.99 for these 2 games each. And I had a coupon for like 25% off, so I didn't even pay that. But first one is Top Spin 2. It's a tennis game. I like tennis games. This one got pretty good reviews. So no problem paying that for this game. I've always wanted it in the collection. This one here, not so much. I picked it up on a whim. And then I went and checked out some videos on it. It looks absolutely atrocious. But that's fine. I'm going to do a review on it anyways on the channel when I get time. And I'm going to try to speedrun it as well. And that's Quad Desert Fury. Oh my god, so cringy. Oh my god. The Majesco game. So that's it for the video game pickups. Now I got one more thing I want to show you guys here. Oh, and yeah, I wanted to talk about the second game store that I went to, and that was where I picked up Dead Space Extraction. I went in there, and it was just like a kid working in there. He looked like he was like 19, 20. And they had a second room, which I walked into. And like they had a lot of games. Like they had so many games. And I walked to the back of the room, and it's barricaded off by these huge chests, these armoires. And I look behind, and I see all these loose Sega Genesis carts, like hundreds, on a shelving unit. And some were in cases as well, complete in box. But I couldn't see what was there. It was hidden behind this huge armoire. So I walk up to the front of the store, and he's like, "Can I help you? Are you looking for anything?" I'm like, "Well," I said, "to be honest with you," I said, "I'm really interested in taking a look at those Sega Genesis games that you have over there in the other room, but I can't see them because they're blocked off." And he says to me, he says, "Well, yeah, we're kind of in the middle of, moving things around here and getting things in order and remodeling and stuff. So things have to kind of stay the way they are for now." I look at him, I'm like, "Well, can't we just like move? I'll help you. Can't we just move the armoire out of the way so I can take a look at the games?" And he says, no, I can't. He's like, "Come back in a couple of weeks." I'm like, "Holy, are you fucking serious?" You imagine that. Here I am, a huge Sega Genesis enthusiast, and there's hundreds of Genesis games sitting on a shelf in front of me, and I'm being cock-blocked by a huge armoire. And the guy who is working at the store, I imagine the store is in the business to make money, right? Refuses to move the armoire out of the way so I can look at the games. Can you fucking believe that? Oh my god, I was pissed. Oh my god. So, the last thing I want to show you guys here. I went to a store called Mind Games, a shop for creative minds at play. And what did I pick up? So, I went in there, and I was looking for video games. I didn't have any. And then I started looking at the Funko Pops. So those of you who have watched my channel, back in the day, like 10 years ago, I started buying Funko Pops here and there. I don't know why. I think they're cool. I do. I really think they're cool. I had a coworker at the time who was collecting them. He gave me a, what do you call it? Not Nightmare on Elm Street. Child's Play 2. He gave me a Child's Play 2 Funko Pop. And then I did end up buying the Jason Voorhees Funko Pop. I got the Freddy Krueger, Pinhead, Carrie from the horror movie Carrie. I got probably about 10 or 11. Slash, Axel. What else do I have? Yeah, I got a bunch. Well, not a bunch. I got like 10, 12 Funko Pops. And I stopped because they're just taking up too much room, and it's way too addicting. Once you start collecting those things, it can get out of control really fast. So I had to stop. So I'm in the store, and there's a bunch of Funko Pops on the wall, and I start looking at them. And the girl says to me, the employee says, "Are you looking for anything in particular?" I said, "Well, to be honest with you, not really." I said, "I know a couple of months ago, it was announced that there were some Starfield Funko Pops coming out." And she's like, "What's Starfield?" I'm like, "Well, it's the video game that came out on the Xbox." She's like, "You're better off checking out GameStop for any Funko Pops that are video game related." And I said to her, "Yeah, that makes sense." So while I'm talking to her, I see this Ronald McDonald Funko Pop, and it's creepy as all hell, droopy eyes. with like the mascara dripping down out of the eyes. I'm looking at it. I'm like, wow, that's a unique Funko Pop, and that's a nice conversation piece, especially because I love the Ronald McDonald, the Adventureland Sega Genesis game, the treasure, what's it called? Treasure Adventure. Really good game, and I thought that Funko Pop would be like a nice sort of bookend to the game, a nice conversation piece. So I'm looking at it, and the male employee comes up to me. He's like, you think that's creepy? He's like, you should check out the Ronald McDonald Thailand exclusive limited edition Funko Pop we have. I'm like, what? And then he shows it to me because they have their more expensive Funkos like behind the cash register. He shows it to me. I'm like, oh man. I'm like, that is unbelievable. So the regular Ronald McDonald Funko Pop was like, I don't know what it was, $17.99. It wasn't a lot of money. But the Thailand limited edition Funko Pop was $44.99. I'm like, wow, that's expensive. He's like, actually, it was $75 when we first started selling it. And he's like, we dropped the price. I'm like, it's still kind of expensive. So I go back to my car. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I really want that Funko Pop really bad. So I ended up going back into the store and I picked it up. I did. I picked it up. That's how badly I wanted it. I wanted it so bad. So here it is, and there was a sticker on it that said $44.99, but if you look, when I put it up to the light, I could see the sticker behind it that did say it was $75. So here it is, Thailand exclusive. Now, this wasn't produced in Thailand. So it's my understanding the guy was telling me that this is like the version of Ronald McDonald that represents Thailand. I don't quite understand how it works. But this one is different than the other Ronald McDonald Funko that they had. His arms are placed together like this. So, no, actually, the other one that they had was a birthday Ronald McDonald. He had like a birthday hat on. It looked creepy too. But I wanted the Thailand exclusive. So that's pretty cool. That's really cool. So this is part of the ad icons edition. Now, if you look it up online, there's all kinds that they have. They have the Coca-Cola Santa Claus, the polar bear. They have the Energizer Bunny. They got everything. Toucan Sam. All those iconic mascots from all of those companies back in the day. It's crazy what they have. It's really cool. So yeah, there's 6 in the collection that you can pick up, but no, I just wanted to have the Ronald McDonald one, to be honest with you. And they have a Hamburglar one too, which is pretty cool. But isn't that creepy? Yeah, $45 for Christ's sakes. Yeah, and it even says Thailand limited edition right here. Kind of like the little McDonald's sticker you get on like a hamburger that you peel off. So I thought that was really cool. And then the next day I'm in where was I? Not Winners. I was in the sister store there. Help me out, guys. Not Winners, not HomeSense. The other one. I can't remember the name of it right now. It's eclipsed me. And they had, from the Bride of Chucky, they had the Chucky doll here. Boom. So I already have the Child's Play 2 Chucky Pop doll. But I did not have this one, and I couldn't believe it when I saw it for, I think it was $10. So I picked it up. I'm like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. Really cool. I'm not even sure if I've seen Bride of Chucky. I think maybe I did. Maybe. But what's really cool is if you look online, you can get this exact Funko Pop, but it's glow in the dark. And the box is like all yellow, and like his face is yellow, and it goes for like $25-$30 online. I don't really need that. I'm fine with just the basic one there. But yeah, I hate going down the Funko Pop rabbit hole because it's very dangerous, right? Especially because like you kind of need to keep them complete in box. So I imagine this one will probably go up in price over time. As far as this one is concerned, it's pretty mass produced, seeing as I found it in a department store. But yeah, this is cool. This is really, really cool, to be honest with you. Really cool. So that's it. I'm probably forgetting something, but that's pretty much it for my pickups. Long ass video for those who stuck around till the end. I hope you're all doing well. We're finally getting the nice weather, as you can see here. And that's it. That's it. We will be back with something a little bit later. I hope you're all having a good night wherever you are. And thanks so much for watching. And we'll speak to you soon. Take care. Speak to you soon. What?